Hi everyone, cheers for tuning in for this. I just wanted to have a little chat about Nintendo Adventure Books. No guys, I haven't had a look at these books for probably over 20 years, not properly anyway. I think me and Rudy briefly had a look when we spotted them in my parents' loft doing our Loft Adventures video. But these books are some of my favourites as a kid, and I wish I'd collected more at the time. It's something I'm kind of thinking about trying to collect again now. So obviously when I have my own children, I think they'd be great books to get them to read along with me. So yeah, basically, quite a popular thing in the 90s, Nintendo Adventure Books. Or more so these sort of adventure books where you make decisions as you go along. So you'll start the book, reading through the story, and then you'll either get a choice of certain things to do, and you pick one, and then you'll go to that page and continue the story from that scenario. At different points in the books there's sort of puzzles and stuff to help you work out the right answer. With these it was about, you do puzzles to either give you the right answer and it'd take you and continue the journey, or there'd be you get the wrong answer, it'd go straight to a game over, or you wouldn't collect as many coins or medals or something like this. With this one, this is the first one I received, I believe, if I remember right. I should have done a bit more research before putting this video together really, but I think the Mario cast have to compete in some sort of Olympic Games type thing, and therefore you need to perform so well to be able to continue the story. But yes, I do remember probably reading through this a few times and trying to rub out parts of the the puzzle so I could figure out other things. But obviously that's to little effect in that. There's an answer already written in there. But yes, looking at the numbering of here, I've got numbers 2, 7 and 11. So I'm intrigued to see exactly how many books there were in total in the series. But I think I remember first picking up these books from the school book fair things. It used to come, not sure how it is worldwide, but in British schools we'd have things where they'd bring cabinets into schools with the books available, and I used to pick them up there, so it was wicked. But yeah, it's kind of a case of I want to look at getting some more because I remember them being good. I'd probably enjoy reading them again now as an adult, and like I said, with my own children one day, would like to be able to read them with them. But all being well, they'll be Nintendo fans because it's not like I'm not going to try and force it on them anyway. But yeah, so I've got a few books at the moment. Obviously I haven't picked any up for 20 years, but looking to pick up more. I know they're available on eBay, but I'm not going to go down that expensive buying route, if I come across them anywhere else, or if anyone watching knows anyone who had them, who's wanting to get rid of them, not to give them away, but to sell them at a reasonable cost, then I'd be definitely interested in picking them up for the collection. Like I said, need to have a look into how many there were released. I think there was some Zelda ones as well, although I think Super Mario dominated it. But the whole idea of, it's not just reading a Mario story, which would have been great in itself, but being able to be involved in it and making decisions and doing puzzles to help make it more interesting for the younger readers, but keeping it in that Mario universe is brilliant. And it would be cool to see some of the other stories as well. A couple of other books I wanted to have a quick look at with you is, Super Mario Bros. Movie, the novel. Very mixed bag story of people's opinion on the Mario Bros. Movie. I thought it was okay when I watched it. I would have been 8 or 9 years old when this came out, and I went to see it in the cinema probably a week or so after before seeing Jurassic Park. So there was obviously a bigger blockbuster that year. But yeah, the movie's what it is. Bit of a cult classic now, although Nintendo try and distance themselves away from it, and apparently the cast weren't happy, making the film or whatnot. But it is what it is. It's a part of history, we can't ignore it. I remember getting this probably soon after the film came out. I wasn't too interested in reading it at the time as a kid, but you know, it's a nice thing to have. And then more recently, I got this Legend of Zelda book. Actually, for my birthday this year, my sister bought me this, and it's a sort of an anime style comic, graphic novel, which I've yet to read yet, but it's based in the Link to the Past Zelda universe, which is actually one of my favourite parts of one of my favourite Zelda games. So I'm interested to look into this, and again, I think there are more than one. There's more than one book in this series, so it's just finding the time on top of playing games, working, you know, everyday life. You know, it's hard to find time for all these extra things. I mean, I've still got my backlog of retro gamer magazines. I'm still 2 issues behind in that now. I've subscribed, you know, just keeping up with that. So I think I'm going to pile these things up to take on holiday with me in September, and then just, you know, lie about and catch up on my reading, because, you know, I go through phases of reading. I will not read books for months on end, and then I'll go through phases and knock out 2 or 3 in a month and really get into it again. So need to make time for it. But yes, guys, if you have any memories of these Nintendo Adventure books, yeah, let us know in the comments, and you know, I'm looking to find more, so yeah, spread the word if you know anyone who ever had any. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you soon.